Disney. Damn Disney. The Thunderbolts, a supervillain rehabilitation program on Earth 616, turns into a rough analogy for metaphysical shadow work on Earth 199999999. I can't say that the Power Rangers-esque, shoddy visual effects did not rear its ugly head here, picking up from Brave New World, but damn it, it did. At least the compositions were clearer, and with all the super soldier serum being thrown around, Kurt Russell's son met the expectations I had for U.S. Agent nearly since my first exposures to him on Earth 30847. More could have been done with the Void visually. Sure, there were occasional flashes of his yellow eyes, but where were the fangs? Having the Void just be a blank part on a green screen and his victims turning out the same way showed that whoever was in control of the budget for this film grossly misused it. Not only was Wyatt Russell a solid addition to the cast, but just as well was Hannah John Kamen, in a return from the Ant-Man franchise as Ghost. I am glad to see comic book legend Kurt Busiek got a writing credit, but I have a sneaking suspicion that he put the green light on Taskmaster in the opening of the film, which set off a chain of events that turned Thunderbolts into another goddamn Captain America movie. I don't care that White Widow was the lead of the film. That wasn't enough for Thunderbolts to be a proper successor to the amazing Black Widow standalone, the MCU's last great film, which was a fucking phase ago. If the fight scenes, as well as more Taskmaster, would have been injected into Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts would be a better picture. But banking on Bob? I only applauded when Bucky got his arm ripped off and when a girl was disappeared. I would have placed my bets elsewhere. Normalizing Bob's hard drug usage and showing that, yes, meth addicts are almost instant hires in the U.S. job force, while those of us who are sober with degrees can't get entry-level employment. Depicting John Walker as a deadbeat in a misogynal relationship, and filming the majority of the film in Atlanta. All terrible decisions from Marvel Studios. As distrusting as the characters were in the opening salvo, I can't say that I am surprised that Marvel Studios let me down again. But I figure that my ticket purchase can at least count towards getting some more Marvel comics printed. One World Under Doom is dope. Thunderbolts just kills time. I can't say that the typical Disney audience will walk away from this film and investigate shadow work, and if they did, I don't believe they would actually commit to the practice. The film also panders too hard to Disney families, to the point that it paints loneliness as something of a curse, when all individuals should learn to seek comfort in solitude. A large tenet that comprises shadow work as a whole. Thunderbolts shirks that, as the characters receive a litany of outside help for their traumas instead of practicing self-efficacy. The film sends a mixed message of the Jungian source material. It's one thing for a comic book flick to do that to Earth 616, but it's another to confuse the world of psychology and metaphysics. I would like to call that unforgivable. But chances are, I'll be back in attendance for Disney's Fantastic Four. I sleep at night knowing my box office purchase will trickle somewhere to the comics wing of Marvel in NYC, not the fake version in Atlanta that films like Thunderbolts are consistently shot at for current and future Disney families worldwide, who no matter what this movie tells them, must learn to fight their battles individually and ultimately die alone.